Hello, this is MrChabry. We're back, ready to head back to Aspertia City. On our way, Alder's gonna stop us again in the most Alder fashion possible. Gonna hop down. Excuse me, I forgot to tell you something. Take these. Some orange berries. These are orange berries. If you give one to your Pokemon, its HP will be restored. What's more, you can give your Pokemon a berry to hold. It can eat the berry in the heat of battle and regain some lost HP. Well, I just told you to challenge the gym leader. Aspertia's gym leader is a very strong Pokemon leader. You have nothing to worry about. If you think hard about what your Pokemon by your side can do, you should be good as a trainer. Victory will be yours. Stronger and stronger trainers take them on. Actually, gym leaders of each city. Working together with a Pokemon will make you strong as a trainer. As your Pokemon grows stronger, you can continue further. All right, thank you. And thank you for showing me how to jump off a cliff earlier, sir. And now we're back at Aspertia City. We're going to check out who is this new mysterious gym leader everyone's been trying to tell us about. Well, now that we're back... Oh, not that way. We can head this way, and here it is. Not this guy, of course. He's just kind of sitting there. But if we step into the gym, this is also a Pokemon trainer school. We'll be like, hey, you like using items? Try these. X Defend. I usually don't use the X items. I mean, they are pretty good in certain situations. But I just don't usually find them that useful. Alright, so this guy, Clyde, he's going to always give us a bottle of water. I really appreciate that. Gives us free healing items. We're always going to be able to talk to Clyde to get one of those free healing items. And we're going to find the new gym leader. And now this guy looks familiar. It is Cheren from Pokemon Black 1. Originally, your rival. Now we have a challenger. You two take your places. You can defeat those, and I'll be your opponent. So, yeah. You have to beat them first. I mean, you could just go whoop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop, but he's not going to battle you until he gets to see you battle these two. Right? I'm going to start with you. Now, I'll show you all the things I learned from Cheren. We're going to go ahead and start with Lass Serena. She's going to use a Lillipup. Go ahead and get our little pup out, Raspberry. The Pokemon who knows how to use counter in every situation. And we'll always have the advantage when it comes to damage output because of that. Boom. And Lillipup is gone. Easy peasy. Raspberry is now at level 11. It wants to learn the move Faint. Now, Faint is good for Pokemon that try to use Protect, but otherwise it's worthless. Very situational. I want to get Watercress out here, get some experience for this thing. Last Serena's going to send out her Patrat, her last Pokemon here. We just go ahead and use a nice, well-placed Water Gun to the noggin. Alright, though the Leers are kind of annoying, but you know, that's okay. Tackle. Not doing as much as you would think, but we do have a really good Pokemon at level 11. Hopefully not quite to level 12, but we're almost there. Alright, I guess you can battle a little. You can beat the other trainer. Hey, I want to battle you. First, let's heal up Riolu. We have this potion, might as well use it. Cheren saw potential in me and made me a trainer in this gym. Well, that's good for him. Youngster Pedro. He's going to send out his very own Pat Trap. You know what? That's okay, because we've got ourselves a nice little counter measure. So no matter how much damage you do to me, I'm going to be doing more back. Really useful. Especially in this point in the game where everything has really low HP. This counter strategy really does come in handy. Alright, we're going to get hit with an Odor Sleuth. And then the tackle. I'm not really worried. I mean, that Odor Sleuth is kind of annoying, but, you know, oh well. We should be able to take one more counter. We're going to get hit with a Leer. Really, it's like Cheren's... or this kid is playing around our very own tactics. But you know what? That's fine, because we have some cotton candy. You know what? I'm going to use a Thunder Wave on some cotton. With my cotton candy, that is. That's going to slow this thing down. Now I wonder if Tackle is going to be a little bit more useful. Because I want cotton candy just to get enough experience that I can actually do some work. And Lillipup has went down. Nice. The Raspberry is at level 12. Alright, so I'm going to actually put Oshawott up front. Because Oshawot's going to be my main go-to in this. I do want Oshawott to have more experience because it's going to be my first member of, you know, the permanent team. Just as this is your first gym challenge, this is my first Pokemon battle as a gym leader. Let's both do our best and have a battle we both can be proud of. Nice. That's the plan, you know? I was planning on having a good battle. We're challenged by leader Cheren, who's going to start off with his Patrat, his Patrat. This thing is at level 11. We've faced quite a few of those before. Not really that much of a problem. But it could be a problem. We've got this little move called Work Up. Work Up increases special attack and attack. It's really good early on. It's a really good move early on when all of your stats are pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Cotton Candy. There's a chance we can get a paralysis. And that's what I want, is a paralysis. He's going to use a potion. Never mind. I'm going to use a potion too. Watercress. And Cotton Candy goes down, but we don't get the nice little paralysis chance that I was hoping for. Now it's going to be at +2. Now, this is actually getting a little scary, not going to lie. The fact that it's at +2, and, you know, we're still in the early part of the game, that these stat boosts can really run away from you. Get a knockout on that thing. We get to level 12. And now the final Lillipup, who is going to be level 13. So a little bit higher level than where we're at currently. I do want to give some nice fresh water to our watercress. Making sure he has something to drink. And this thing's going to work up. Now, there's not much I can do to stop that. But I can. I can use my X defend. And that's going to make it where it cancels out the first workup. Now, 2 workups. That's a different situation. Three workups. Now we get a critical hit at least. And we get hit with a tackle, +2 tackle. I mean, technically +3, but we've got that nice boost. And, alright, Watercress goes down, but Raspberry is going to come in and give the deafening final blow with a well-placed quick attack. There we go. Raspberry coming in, being the MVP in this first gym battle. Now that is what a real Pokemon battle is. This battle made me feel really glad you were my first challenger as a gym leader. I give you this honor of strength you and your Pokemon have showed. And we have ourselves our very first gym badge. The basic badge. Your first gym badge, the basic badge. It's an important milestone with this badge. Pokemon up to level 20 will listen to you. And also take this. This is the TM workup. And that might be good to give Watercress. Give it a little bit more damage output. Plus, Watercress is going to be a mixed attacker. And, you know, boosting up both stats with your mixed attacker really does help out. Now Bianca is here. Wow, you really just set off on your journey. You have a potential as a trainer, I'm sure of it. This is from me, the TM Return. Return is a move that does more damage based on how happy your Pokemon are with you, while as Frustration, the move that we got from the Team Plasma Grunt, does the opposite. The more unhappy your Pokemon is, the more damage it'll do. Return is way better because pretty much everything makes your Pokemon happy that you do with it, whereas only knocking your Pokemon out or using bitter items will make your Pokemon upset. Hi there, Chabry 2. I'm Professor Juniper. Bianca told me you accepted the Pokedex. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, we all know more about Pokemon and we'll be able to get along with them even better. Oh, and Bianca is on this group call. And Cheren, too. It's like, I don't know these people. Why am I having a group chat with everybody? Alright, Cheren's a new gym leader. I'm an assistant Pokemon professor. And Chabry, too, is a new trainer. But we always have Pokemon by our side. That's right. Our world is a world where Pokemon... We live with Pokemon. Everyone. Just keep that in mind as you pursue your dreams. Particularly you, Chabry, too. First, enjoy your journey at the Pokemon at the Heart's Content. And she's whistling or just super happy? Isn't she cool? You can talk to her on your extra receiver. She'll evaluate the completeness of your Pokedex and tell you about how certain Pokemon evolve. You can call on us too, of course. Right, Bianca makes a good point. I'll tell you what, I know about Pokemon ability and Pokemon matchup types. Good for you. And here's my buddy Hugh. He's a gym leader. 1, 2, 3, let's battle. You look like a tough trainer. Instead, come to my gym. That was a weak answer. I'm definitely going to take you down. Alright, Hugh. Really trying to look tough. Next thing is to make sure you can use the C gear. You can use infrared connection, Pokemon Wi-Fi connection, which we can no longer use because the DS doesn't connect online. But you can see the C gear at the bottom. We can trade with people nearby with that. I'm just keep it off for now. I don't need it on. There we go. So let's go ahead and heal up. Riolu really coming in at the very, very last point. Let's go ahead and heal up our very own Riolu. We see this guy with the glasses here. Like an interesting guy. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. I'll go ahead and talk to him. I'd like to collect some more hint medals. I don't have any more hints I can give you. Alright, thank you, Mr. Metal. It's an interesting name. I'm going to go ahead and put Oshawott up front. Oh, Oshawott is up front. But now we can leave Aspertia City for the final time. Now we're going to head this direction. I've already seen all that this route has to offer, so, I mean, really there's no point in battling any more of the wild Pokemon unless you're trying to fill out your Pokedex, which, I mean, you could do that. We're just going to go ahead and get away safely. We're going to run across, and we're back at Flockacy Town. Just real quick, run north here. We're going to get stopped by Bianca again. Sorry, I forgot to upgrade your Pokedex. Give it, and you can do the thing with it. Thank you. Thank you for the thing. Alright. Now we can see what Pokemon, where Pokemon live, and, no, I don't need that explanation more. If you're walking down path, see some rustling grass, go to that spot. It'll give you a surprise. I'm sure it will. Alright, so now we're at Route 20. You might remember we were here not long ago. But we were limited in which direction we could go. Now, we can actually go up here. And there's Sewaddles here. Grass bug. I don't really use them. I mean, not really the best type matchup. But we can come over here now, and the hiker is going to challenge us in order to let us move past where he is. This is Hiker Jerome, and he's going to have one Riolu. This Riolu knows the moves Quick Attack, Counter, Foresight, and Feint. Pretty much moves that we saw our Raspberry trying to learn. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and use Water Gun, so that way Counter is not an issue for me. And just hit this thing in the schnoz with a bunch of water. Really what we're going to do here. And we got one more and it'll knock out. You know, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for another one. He's going to endure, which is kind of annoying, not going to lie. Makes it where he just survives with what little HP he has. I don't like the fact that he's doing that. And he's doing it again. Why, my friend? Why? Why do you do this? Don't you have something better to do? I'm just going to click tackle. How many endures do you have? Alright, here's kind of the plan that we're going to do. Let's go ahead and tackle. Let's just try one more time. Okay. Oh, we finally get to the fell. Okay. Good. I think they've actually changed that to where it's more like protect, where it gets less and less likely to succeed. But I'm sure this is before that change. There's a kid here. Do you not battle me? Yes, he does. Okay. So this little fella is going to be preschooler Albert. He's going to have one simple Psyduck. Now, our little buddy here with the simple Psyduck. The Psyduck's going to know Water Sport, Scratch, Tail Whip, and Water Gun. So if you're using Tepig, don't. Tepig's going to be doused, and it's not going to turn out in your favor. But Water Crest can take some of these hits decently. So we're just going to continue with our Onslaught. If I had to move like quick attack on this thing, that would be really good. But I don't. There we go. And we will get to level 13. We want to learn focus energy. Nah, I think we're good. Give up on focus energy. All right. Guess I'm not the strongest in the world. You're a child. But that's cute. All right. We're going to get stopped by not only Hugh, but Cheren. It's like you two have been running this whole time. And he's going to say, hey, look at this grass. You see this grass? I planted this grass weeks ago. It looks really nice, don't it? No, he's just saying that the dark grass, you can find double battles. And he's going to give us Pecha berries, which are going to be useful in the next gym. I don't know if you know this, but the next gym has poison types, and Pecha berries will be decent. Now, there is an item here, and I don't want to activate a double battle. So I'm going to kind of just walk through there slowly, and there we go. And there's not really anything down here, I do believe. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything down here, but, you know, we're going to get caught walking this direction, so we might as well battle in this direction. This girl's name is Preschooler Lynn. She has a lily pup that knows Tackle, Leer, Odor Sleuth, and Bite. Not the most frightening moveset, but, you know, at this point in the game, it could be kind of nerve-wracking. Go ahead and get another water gun in. And we were identified, which is fine. I don't mind. I mean, it's a little otter. I could tell you that. It's Oshawott. You don't have to sniff it. Just use the Pokedex. We're going to go ahead. There's a moving piece of grass there. Not interested in that, but I am interested in this item that has to be over here. Let's go ahead and run away from this little worm. Not interested in the worm, but I am interested in you. You are an antidote, and that also will come in handy. We run across here, and there is a battle to be had with this nursery aide Kimya. She's going to have an interesting Pokemon. A Pokemon you don't see that often. It's going to be Dunsparce. Now, I think it is interesting that they eventually did give this thing an evolution, but it's in no way what any of the Pokemon fans predicted an evolution of Dunsparce would look like. This thing knows Defense, Curl, Rollout, Spite, and Pursuit. The thing to be afraid of is if it sets up some of those Defense Curls and then gets in a Rollout where it just keeps smashing you down. That could be frightening. I'm trying to damage it so that way I'm not going to have to worry about a Rollout. But that Spite is trying to reduce my water gun power points, and it's working. But we still have enough to finish it off. And now we're at level 14, which is nice. Giving us just enough levels that we can actually do some good work. Alright, grab this item. A dire hit. It increases the critical chance. The critical hit chance, that is. I don't have any potions now, do I? Well, that's, you know, that's fine. Because what I'm going to do... I think that's fine how I've got it set up. Oh, we're going to go ahead and battle these two little children. This is twins Leah and Lily. They're both going to have Sunkerns. I don't like having Oshawott out here, but I'm going to lead off with Oshawott and then switch into my sheep. That way Oshawott does get some experience from the showdown. We don't have any of the headache of trying to heal up. And I'll quick attack the first Sunkern a few times. Alright, Cotton Candy is on the field. Alright, trying to use Absorb, which it could become annoying. Not gonna lie, it'll become annoying as that happens and it heals up. But we get Thunder Wave. They're just well away. Nice. All right, maybe. Yeah. All right. So that paid off. It had one turn to pay off, and it did pay off. All right, let's go ahead and chip away at this guy over here. Both of them are Thunder Waved. And unfortunately, it's going to heal up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and quick attack that one over there. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Let's go ahead and tackle. Let's just throw tackles at both tackles at this. That way, if it does happen to survive, you know, it's not going to be able to hit me. Cotton Candy is at level 8. Not yet learning Thundershock. It is learning Thundershock. That's really what I was wanting. Get a little bit of a tackle on that thing. And one more hit should actually do the job. I want to use tackle. The unfortunate thing is that Cotton Candy here has a nature that reduces its special attack. That's not what you want in a Mareep. So I'm just going to not worry about Thundershock at this point. My Pokemon can't fight any longer. They're not looking so well. Well, no, they're not. They just got smacked around, my friend. Anyway, now we can continue on towards the east. We're going to get stopped by this lady. She's going to say, hey, you've got 3 Pokemon. Getting more will make it more fun. Here, take some Great Balls. And now we step into Burbank City. And we get disrupted by a call as soon as we run in here. Hi, where are you at right now? Burbank City, there's a complex, right? You've been there. It looks really cool at night. You can also train your Pokemon. You know, your Pokemon can do some things, and I hope they can all work together. Thank you, Mother. Very insightful. I'm going to get a tattoo of that. Speaking of parents and children having some, issues, we're going to see here Roxy getting on to someone, and this is a captain who happens to be her father. And he's just going to walk away. He doesn't agree that she should have a rock band. But she's also a gym leader, so I don't know why he's like so dismissive over her. She's a gym leader. She has like a huge responsibility. She's like a hit musician in this world. He's like, no, you're still not good enough. Only sailors. We come from a long line of sailors, daughter. Only once you become a sailor will I accept you as my family. But I think this is a good place to end this episode. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I will see you in the next Pokemon video.